From our biology lessons about plant life cycle, systematics, and pollination. So plants can be annual plants, biennial plants, or perennial plants. When we talk about plants, there is the species name, for example here, Primula veris, and there is also another one, Primula farinosa. Both belong to the same genus, Primula, and to the same family, Primulaceae. There may be subspecies, and sorts can be open pollinated or hybrids. So, a flower can be dioecious plant, which means that each has either a male or a female flower, so they are like different flowers. Only 5% of plants are dioecious. And then there is the monoecious plants, and monoecious plants bear both purely male and purely female flowers. Male flowers contain stamens that carry pollen, and female flowers can be recognized by the carpels, the so-called pistils, onto whose stigma the pollen is transferred. So the rose here, it has pistils and then also stamens, whereas the asparagus down here, it has a separate male and female plants. How do you then keep a variety clean so that it's not pollinated in a way that you don't want? So you have self-pollinated plants and cross-pollinated plants, and you can try to avoid cross-pollination by spatial or temporal distances. So you could plant plants in different times if possible, then they are not flowering at the same time. Or you could have some kind of, for example, if you have two fields and you have a forest in between, then you could have the one on one side and the other on the other side. Sometimes it's enough even if you have a building in between or some other obstacle in between the growing places. Of course, you could also cover up. In breeding, they are using a lot of different kinds of clothes, covering up by that, or they have nets around with so small spaces that pollinators will not be possible to enter. And you could try to hide it in some way as well, your plants from each other, so that they are not close to each other. And there is, of course, always hand pollinating and then covering up the plant after the pollination so that you are sure what you have been pollinating.